Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Great WWW.D,
Yep.
otherwise known as the Great Whatever We Want discussion. How we doing?
Now, you may be thinking,
What the hell is this?
What is this? What does this entail? You know, what's going on? What happened to hentai? Hentai was shot and killed in Miami, first and foremost.
Put your dicks away.
Put your dicks away. No longer horny hours. No more clickbait. Probably.
Put your clits away.
Put your dicks away. Put your clits away. Put your booty holes away. No more hentai for the time being. And if you are wondering what this new podcast is about,
format, I should say.
This format. It's about whatever we want. Wow.
Wowie.
Wow, wowzers.
That's crazy, bro. How'd you come up with it?
I didn't. That's crazy.
Damn, I didn't mean to expose you like that, but here we are.
Bro said how I come up with it. Meanwhile, he's the whole mastermind behind the operation. He's trying to frame me.
A little bit, shit. I gotta blame someone when it goes awry, obviously. Because, it will.
Oh, this is flopping? Oh, it was all Couch's idea anyway.
Yep. No, he's gonna blame it on the white man because he'll get acquitted anyway.
The glove did not fit.
That's current topics aside.
Alright.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. As always, we have two fine and not doing fine young gentlemen here today.
Mentally unwell gentlemen.
Mentally unwell gentlemen. I am, of course, the co-host of the show, Couch. I'm gonna keep the intro short for now. I'm Couch, and the co-owner and producer of Young Richard Productions. And with me today, I have a Mr. 24 Hours Ahead.
They call me the 25th hour. No cap. There we go. Now, if we're gonna say this off the bat, it's gonna be rough for these first couple episodes probably because we don't know exactly what we're shooting for yet.
Yeah, just trying out new shit.
Yeah, so I don't know how long it's gonna be, how much of it's gonna be coherent. It's just gonna be we're just
probably
gonna
none of it
out.
is.
Yeah. But that's kind of the nature of going with whatever we want. Is we're just gonna talk about whatever we want.
Fucking some episodes maybe like 20-30 minutes, some maybe like fucking 2 hours if we start ranting.
We'll see. We will fucking see.
We will.
But yeah.
And so will you.
All the links are in the description below. All that good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's just get into it, I guess, so we can.
Let's hop right into it.
Let's get right into the show. Anyways,
bro,
what's up? It's been so long, I don't even know who I just plagiarized.
Keemstar, bro.
That's what I thought, but I also was having doubts.
We're rocking that irregular OP or some shit.
Nah, not yet. We don't got that kind of budget ever. We probably won't ever. But so.
If it's just us, then yeah, no fucking way.
All right. Fuck it, bro. What you brought to the table today?
All right.
To the great whatever we want discussion.
The first one I had. I was thinking about it when I popped out of the shower.
Okay.
I was like,
right,
this routine for me is kind of normal, but what's like the normal I guess, order in which you put on clothes, both after a
Mm.
shower and not after a shower, because I feel like it might be different.
Rip to Sykes hair.
Rest in peace to Sykes hair.
Got the super cuss fade.
Not the. Oh no, bro got the 1.5.
Bro got the 1.37.
Bro got the NFT cut. It's crazy.
Got the crypto cut. Hey, yo, you know about Bitcoin? Oh, sorry, my dude.
Looks like we have to take off another inch.
Give super cuts an inch, they'll take your whole head.
And never going to supercuts.
But what were you saying? What was your question?
Yeah. What's the normal getting dressed both after and not after a shower?
Okay. Not after a shower? Like as in just like when you get up, I guess?
Sure.
I don't know about you, but I usually cover my dick and balls first, so I go with the underwear. I feel a little backwards if I start with anything else. Like you either like think about like if you walked in on someone getting dressed and they only got their first piece on.
That's the thing though. That's why I had to separate the two, because after a shower, 100% covering up my dick and balls, because I don't want someone like opening up the bathroom door or some shit. They see me with my meat out and like half a sock on.
A sock and a half, just falling over.
But when it's not out of the shower, it's normally socks first, because it makes the most sense to me. You like start from the bottom and work your way up.
I just always start with underwear first, regardless. I think you're a fiend if you start with a t-shirt, though. You look like a toddler. Like, but why?
After the underwear, what do you do?
All right, now this is a toss-up sometimes, but I think my ratio is usually about 70% t-shirt, 30% sock. I don't think I think I always go pants last.
Really?
In my professional opinion.
Normally for me, the shirt comes last. I normally go like when it's out of the shower, I go underwear, pants, then socks.
Right.
Because your feet are like normally like wet, and so I wait for them to dry.
I just use Bishop.
Damn.
He's big enough. He's basically a towel.
But is like the order the same when it's not after the shower?
Yeah, for the most part. Socks will usually, if it's not after a shower, socks will usually probably go third instead of second most of the time, as opposed to the other way around after the shower.
Gotcha.
I always go, okay, hide my dick and balls, what else? Gotta hide these fat titties. Can't let nobody get a peak. I'm not selling these joints for free.
During the summer, I would just not put on a shirt.
We know.
It'd be too damn hot for that shit. Especially with the AC not working like that.
Right.
And I definitely know the AC ain't working right now. I'm feeling that cold.
bro better put it to work. He about to show you he's really about that life.
I hate it here.
Yeah, but pants usually go like last at the end, just cause I don't know.
I think that's kind of weird. I don't know.
I mean, I am kind of strange.
For the most part, it's normally like, at least from what I've picked up, it's like underwear, pants, shirt, then socks. From like what I've gotten from other people, like socks are normally last.
I think it also depends for me whether I'm like putting on sweatpants or regular pants. Because with sweatpants, I've usually thrown them across my room before I take a shower, and then the rest of my clothes are on my bed. Mm-hmm. So that's just why, because I'll do all the shit that's on the bed, and then I'll walk over to my sweatpants and then put those on.
Right.
But if I'm getting like regular pants that are just in my laundry bin, I'm going, okay, well, I'll just throw these on the bed too, and then it's kind of a free for all.
Gotcha.
So that's why that happens for me personally.
Do you not leave your clothes in the bathroom when you shower?
I just put my underwear in the shower and then I just walk.
Bro.
It's like 3 feet. I really don't give a shit either way.
That's fair. I guess with that, it depends on how close your bathroom is to your room.
Yeah.
Because even when it's just underwear, it still kind of feels like I'm rocking with my meat out.
Yeah, no, I definitely get that. Sometimes I'll be like, you know what? I'll rock the towel on top just in case.
We're rocking that.
My lord. But yeah, for me, it's just like I'm not even stressing about all that.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm kind of going insane watching this video over and over. Maybe I'll move it to my second screen next time, but here we are.
Shoutouts. Alright. What you got? What do you got?
Hey, fuck you. How about that?
God.
First and foremost.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. But I thought we were gonna be a little more civilized about this.
What you mean?
I thought we were gonna go what you've been doing with your week type beat, but nah, you went straight for the fucking hey, you rocking out with your cock out or what?
We could do that. I just we normally did that with last with the normal shit.
But this ain't the normal shit. This new baby.
Okay.
We new and improved.
All right, what you been doing with your week? I'm kind of Eminem out here.
Yeah, you kind of are.
Put him in the dirt. Put him in the shirt. Hey.
Cinnamon, Finman, all minimum.
Hey, all men are friends.
What you do with your week, bro? Let's go from today's Friday. From last Friday, I guess. Fuck it.
I guess, applying for jobs. Still. Mm-hmm. I've not gotten any responses still.
Okay.
I don't have money.
That's hard.
Nor do I have that much food left. So, 1 meal a day type beat.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing Oblivion. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Oblivion.
Why?
My friends in the other Discord were talking about it, and I was like, okay, I'll try it. I like Skyrim, kind of, at least.
Okay, he said, I moderately enjoy a good Skyrim myself.
But, yeah, there's that. Played a little bit of Binding of Isaac again.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because there was a patch.
I saw that and I said...
Which was cool.
I just shook my head in shame.
A little bit of Dota here and there. Just a match or two. Still can't stand that game, but I got
what else is
some
new?
Guys that, make it not unbearable, so there's that. Fucking therapy stuff.
The little it we monetize in depression joint.
But there's that, and then
you gotta get your bag.
Just reading manga and watching Eden Zero.
Y'all been watching Eden Zero?
Not any more than what we've watched.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's hard. Any particular manga?
Oh. So this is what we're doing.
I guess. Fuck me. I regret this. We're canceling the show. Back to hentai.
I just read the Fire Force chapter, and I've been staying updated. I decided to like restart reading Mushi Bugyo since it's been a while since I've read it.
Mm-hmm.
And I got like 100 something chapters in the first time. I'm only about on chapter 50 something, but I like it a lot. The art and the manga is fucking sick.
Yeah, because it's from the same author of Gofun Go Sekai.
Yeah, shit is hot and horny.
Uh-huh.
Song of the Night Walkers is always pleasant.
Yeah. Pleasant's
a breakthrough
word.
Brought by Forbidden.
Alright, hold on.
I can't say it. I can't say it no more.
Nah, hold on. That's kind of fucked up. It's kind of fucked up what they be doing to y'all.
Matter of fact, what's up with like only good manga getting axed?
What's up with manga? What's up with the Japanese audience hating good manga?
Yeah, no, fucking, was it Rent a Girlfriend's on like chapter 300, something like that? We get 18 chapters of Forbidden Disciple, like 13 of Cocktail Nights. I know you don't like it, but like 8 chapters of Abnormal Joshi K.
Yeah, I couldn't give a shit about that, but yeah.
Or, what was the one with the dude that was like an exorcist or something, and he had to lick shrine maidens because they had like a star somewhere in their body that he had to lick?
I didn't read that, bro.
Okay, but it was actually like pretty good. The action sequence.
My man said he read Sugomomo too.
I read Sugomomo.
We know you did.
It's okay. It's a little weird.
Sugomomo motherfuckers be putting their t-shirt on first. Nah, but we do got to talk about why breakthrough of Forbidden Disciple and Master got axed after 18 chapters, and the light novels getting dropped as well.
The light novel's getting dropped too?
Yeah.
What is it by someone that's made like other shit?
I'm not sure about all those details. I just know that is the facts at the moment. And it's really fucked up, especially considering how good it was. And you get to that last chapter and it's like, man, I wasn't even gonna read that last chapter because it was gonna be too painful. But I read it anyway, just to be like, I guess gotta finish the journey out, man. You gotta read that last chapter. You gotta read how it gets axed, how they decide to spin that shit. And I'm like, bro, even the way they spin that shit in the last chapter is good. Fuck.
Yep.
That it just hurts my soul. It really hurts my soul every time.
It was like so interesting. Like it had the build up to be a really fucking good manga.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then it just also the guy that wrote the story for this hasn't worked on anything else.
That's epic. Fucking hell, man.
Same thing with the artist as well, so
bro, that's kind of crazy to me. But yeah, I guess you can read it now. It's done.
I would honestly say it's not worth the heartbreak of knowing it just stops.
Yeah, it really isn't. Save yourself the pain.
There have been like a lot of manga recently that have been getting axed, actually.
Yeah, I know Red Hood was one of those ones that people was really into, and I was reading it as well. And the author knew they were gonna get axed like 5 chapters before, so they just decided to do a whole new story thing. And I was like, okay, that's not the moves though.
Fuck it. We turning this fantasy slice of life into a Gundam.
They're like, fuck it, we're turning this fantasy shonen battle into a meta story about real stories getting axed. Get it?
Hey.
And I'm like, no, it's not worth it, bro. I get what you're trying to do. It's just, it's not.
If that was me, if that was me, last chapter, I would have just posted a picture of my meat and said "suck my dick."
Hey,
They're gonna be
you're not wrong. You're not even wrong. If it were me, I simply would have left all the pages blank halfway through.
Y'all never gonna know what happened.
You ain't even gonna know what's gonna happen in the last chapter. Fuck that.
I mean, if you fund us a little bit more, you might.
Patreon.com. Shout out to my Pixiv or whatever. Or Type Beat. But yeah, I'm really tired of things I like getting axed. I'm really about it.
Axe my head off.
I'm gonna axe someone's head off. I'm about to take an axe to an editor's head. I don't know. It's probably not the editors. It's the ratings. Gotta get.
Yeah.
I want pictures of Big Booba. I want pictures of Big Booba in all shapes, sizes, forms. That's the editorial department. After looking at the ratings for anything without Big Booba,
like
J. Jonah Jameson just. I want pictures of Big Booba, small Booba. I want pictures of Booba, or else my ratings won't go up.
That's like, it's
fucked up, but true.
It's fucked up. Like, I'm just trying to read like some like lighthearted like slice of life romance, and then and then some bitch with fucking quadruple Z titties. Like, it's just like, I like get it that y'all need money or something like that, but that's like, motherfuckers will really jeopardize their own like artwork and story because funny numbers matter.
The funny numbers do matter to the investors, which is where they get all their real money.
Yep.
And you know what makes big money? Horny.
Big boobas. Big fat fucking honkers with large breasts and bra cups.
Absolutely. And that's why the smartest mangaka, no matter what they do, always include the booba into their shit to make sure it's selling at least for that. Which I don't even get anymore because Rent a Girlfriend doesn't even do that shit.
It like doesn't really.
But it's a powerful simp fantasy, so it's appealing to the youth. I don't know. I actually don't. I don't want to just go out there and say it's appealing to the Japanese youth because I don't know for sure, but I want to say that.
Fuck Rent a Girlfriend. It's just not good. And I'm actually so fucking sick of people trying to act like garbage is like. I was talking to
people. Yeah, that was your first mistake.
I was talking to Zeus last night about the one show that's coming out, the old dude assassin reincarnated thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
I was reincarnated as an aristocrat type dude.
Yeah, elite assassin reincarnated aristocrat. Yeah,
whatever it's called.
You know, isekai shit, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay. I read the manga.
Mm-hmm.
Not good. Also, it's really weird that like a 90-year-old ass dude has like a harem of like 14-year-olds. Like no one like
It's unfortunately not uncommon either.
Yeah. I understand that like people really delicioso. But
a succulent Chinese meal.
Even aside from that, it's boring. It's so obviously just fucking booba bait self-insert garbage. In the same vein where it's like, this isn't related to like boobas that much, but I was talking. It's like, I try and tell people that Domestic Girlfriend, the show, was
hot garbage booty cheeks.
It was fucking terrible. And every time I say that, people are like, "What are you talking about? The show was good." No. Why do so many anime heads just have like strictly bad opinions?
Have you looked at them?
It's like you ask them what's good about the show, and 9 times out of the 10 they'll say the same stuff where it's like, oh well, it takes the whole concept of romance and then it diverts from a normal romance plot.
But it doesn't.
It's like, okay, but if every fucking show and manga does that, then that's just the new normal, which means they're doing the same thing over and over again.
It's true. But hey, look, she has twin tails and big booba.
Oh my!
Aren't you proud? Aren't you excited for that?
Those enlarged breasts might just make me act up.
The ghost milkers got me acting kind of wild. Kind of unruly, as it were.
That's why, like, there were, like, no like, actual shows rated below, like, a 6 or, like, a 5 on, like, my anime list. It's always, like, hentai or some shit that's that low. Because regardless of how bad a show is, there will be an infinite amount of more people defending the show than calling it garbage, because people are just like scared to call anime bad.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Like,
I don't think I think people who like anime are scared to call it bad. I think normal people are like, what is this fucking horrid trash shit?
Yeah, there's like I feel like there's people that don't watch anime, people that are like Netflix watchers, so whatever comes out on Netflix.
Yeah.
There's like the average anime viewer base, and then there's people that watch anime and hate most of it. up here is us.
Yeah, because we're always at the top of the food chain. Hashtag grind set, hashtag
right
motivation
here,
Monday. Anyways,
the average anime viewer will defend bad shows. Netflix people, most of the time
they don't know any better.
The shows on Netflix are like normally pretty good. You have shit like Full Metal Alchemist, and like Soul Eater was on there at some point. Good shows, decent at least.
As of now, yes, I'll say that.
Yeah.
Go back 2014, 2013. Your selection is like, it's your big-ish ones and then some random shit. But since the average Netflix watcher is only watching on Netflix, they don't know any better. It's all the same to them. So
they'll have like fucking SAO and then like Mabarajo.
Yeah, SAO and then Buso Renkin, fucking Suisui Gargantia, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, but people like us.
Yeah, people like us.
Willing to call
light-skins
anime bad.
Mm-hmm.
Average viewer base just like hates calling anime bad regardless of how bad it is, and then below them also like to call anime bad.
Do you think that's because they just don't know any better, or is they just like trash? What's the percentage there?
With the average anime viewer?
Yeah.
I think it's kind of a combination of both. You have it's like they haven't watched like a lot like I feel like we have, because I mean, like, all things considered, we've been watching anime for like 10 years each.
Yeah, give
around
or take.
Then like not straight, but like,
yeah.
And a lot of the average anime viewer base come from shonen, which I don't have a problem with, and then they watch like there was the big isekai wave, and so they started watching a lot of those.
Mm-hmm.
And because a lot of the because of the fact that isekai is like most of the time are not good.
Yeah.
They like don't understand what is like really good.
Mm-hmm. Now hold on. So your average viewer / Netflix anime viewer has 2 evolution paths to take. they can either digivolve into from your shonen. They both start there, right? That's your base form. That's what Professor Oak gives you. Oh, yeah. I hear you like Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, and then you get them to level 16, and they can either divulge into two paths depending on if you fucking raise them with love or care or fucking abandon them as a child. And those two paths,
you have shonen with love being like Gurren Lagann or some shit like that.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about here's what they evolve into either the Isekai branch evolution, where they start watching trashy isekai and are just like shonen heads who can't think or read, which is one of the paths. Or you get the other path is where they watch like one really terrible romance show, but since it's their first romance show, they swear by it that it's the fucking best thing, and they become a B Gotta HK stan and fucking swear by every shitty ass fake
B Gotta
romance
HK
story ever.
So I Can't Play H is really good.
/ Slice of Life can be replaced there as well. And then they just keep getting stronger.
There's also the third hidden plot line only unlocked after passing the main story, where they become K-On! Fans.
Oh yeah,
and then they start watching idol shows and like the shows with the girls that are on boats or whatever and shit like that.
Yeah, no, that's given if they have the feet lover personality trait when you catch them.
The feet lover personality or the hidden fuck it, yeah. Grown ass men that like K-On!, Love Live, the Idol Master. Y'all are just like pedophiles. I know, trust me. When I'm looking for dojins, I have to scroll past how many Idol Master, how many Love Live time. Shit. Every single day, there's like 10 new Idol Masters. Y'all are vile. Every time. There's not one grown woman on the cover of them arts.
Nope. Couldn't look for you could look for it as hard as you wanted. You wouldn't find one. Not ever.
But like, I think what's worse is rather than people not willing to call a show bad, people not willing to call a show boring.
Yeah.
It's like kind of the same thing, but it's like, why defend a show that's boring?
That too.
Boring isn't good, right?
Yeah, boring,
I'm not tripping
boring's
when I
worse
say
than bad. Can I say that?
No, you're right, because bad can sometimes be like funny, haha, like why did the fucking door explode?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but it's like, okay, so you're saying the show's not bad. You agree with me when I say it's boring. But boring inherently can't be good. If you're bored by something, that means you didn't enjoy watching it? So how is that not bad?
Yeah, I don't know.
Anime motherfuckers. There are really some people that started watching anime when DxD dropped, and I'm one of them motherfuckers.
Some people don't have the willpower, and then those people who figure out the game, they become YouTubers, and they go, guess what? Fairy Tail's bad, and every single fucking crackhead comes out of the streets. Fairy Tail ain't that bad. Ain't no way.
Come on, baby, how can you say that?
Nah, Bleach is hitting. You don't even know what you talking about, baby. You don't know shit. You don't know shit about it. Black Clover, that shit's so good. You must have been watching something else. It must have been some White Clover. You must have been watching White Clover. It would have been funnier if that wasn't a real thing that Black Clover fans say. Like, actually.
Wait, is it, like, really?
Yeah. You must have been watching the wrong show. You must have been watching White Clover. They literally say that. And, yeah.
I don't seen like 50-something episodes of Black Clover.
That is unfortunate. I read that shit. Yeah.
It's... I don't like none of the characters.
Asta's also bum fucking ugly.
Yeah, why did they make the main character so fucking ugly?
I don't fucking know, bro. But
you know, normally when shows do that, or like manga or some shit, it's for the purpose of them.
I'm like so for reference,
I'm mistreated because I'm ugly.
I'm watching this video right now on loop that's showing like fucking ugly Bug Cell, and he looks better than Asta. Like I'd look at first form Cell fucking all day instead of that fucking ugly goddamn steroid piece of shit.
Let me look at first form.
He's the one with the fucking beak.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Oh man. So that's a really healthy amount of slander we just got out for today. I think this is a good start.
Anime fans deserve it.
They do, truly. Like, we could do this every week, I'm pretty sure.
Honestly, like, there's always something to talk about with the anime fans and anime industry.
Yeah, an infinite amount of complaints I have. Because we hate people, so.
Yeah, we do tend to, dislike people.
But yeah.
But what have you been doing this week?
I've been doing a little couple things. So first up on my list of things I did this week, I beat Yakuza 7, where Yakuza like a dragon. Ended that game.
Bad game.
Ended that game with 72 hours in it. As Psych might find out, I was sarcastic / sarcastic when I said it was a bad game. Worst game I've ever played.
No, it's a bad game.
That game is definitely one of my favorite games ever. And it's one of the best starting games if you want to get into Yakuza, I'd say. Because you really don't need any prior hand knowledge of anything to understand the story at all. And it's a new cast of characters, so you're not going to have to deal with like, oh, I don't know what he was doing 5 years ago in fucking Ijincho. So I'm sorry I forgot that the fucking ramen seller from 3 games ago is now like hosting these dungeon tournaments, and there's a really sob story behind it. You don't have to worry about that shit like you would if you started off from the chronological beginning. But Zero is also a really good place to start as well, for the obvious reasons that it's the first game in the series. It's not the first game. It's the chronological first entry in the timeline. And it's also just a really good game. But I will say, if you want to go from 0 to 7, that's really shitty. That's like a really shitty way to play the games. Which I've seen some people do. Which is weird. I think 7 to 0 isn't the worst way to do shit, but 0 to 7 in specific, because you get introduced to Kazuma Kiryu, and all of his little beginning journey that like just introduces him and like a couple others, and they do show up later and in every entry. Kiryu's in every game, regardless of what it's revolving. So you will just be asking yourself fucking questions like, why does he look like blah, 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 you know? You'll have those kind of questions that you will not get answered, and you'll just be wondering to yourself when you're playing 7. And I think that's just kind of a shit way to play a game.
It also just like doesn't make sense. I don't know why go with the chronological. Go with the chronological start and then go with like the second to most recent game.
I think it could be because they're both the most easy entry points for newcomers, so they go from start with those two and then work their way from 1 forward, just because they work as entry points. But I think you have to pick and choose in that case, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
You can go from 7 to 0 and then go up chronologically, or start with 0 and go chronologically. You can't go from 0 to 7 back to Kiwami, because it's just not gonna. It's gonna leave you unsatisfied and confused for a lot of it. So
that's fair.
But yeah, nah. Yakuza Like a Dragon is some dope shit. Play it. Just literally play it. I thought that turn-based wasn't going to work as well, but it actually makes the fights faster than the regular combat system, which is funny.
I really detest the normal Yakuza combat system.
I don't know what's up with your game. Your game's fucking busted, bro. I've never had that many issues in that game ever.
I really like playing as Majima, but when it goes to cure you for like 4 chapters, I start crying. Because every 2 seconds, I get knocked the fuck over and then comboed to death.
Yeah, I've never had that issue.
I get fucking TOD'd in a brawler game.
I don't know what to tell you, bro. Get your stacks up.
That's Kiryu, he has AoE, but in his slowest fucking form. So by the time you get a swing out, the 30 dudes that are attacking you all at once, because a funny game likes to do that, you just get staggered, and so your swing doesn't come out, and then you get knocked over. Funny.
It is pretty fucking hilarious. But yeah, so that was one of the main things I did this week. I watched the Kingsman movies. We talked about this a little bit. It's been a while since I've watched those movies. I've only watched them once before. Go ahead.
We watched that one movie as well. The Marvel movie.
Oh, we watched. Bro, how did I forget that? I literally forgot that shit. But yeah, I watched Kingsman 1 and then Kingsman The Golden Circle, the sequel, only to find out why. Like, every time I watch a series or something, I end up like looking up like if there's any sequels out, and they're like, oh yeah, it's coming out next month, and I'm like, I don't know if I did that subconsciously or not, or I'm just being controlled by the mass media like usual.
Yeah. Like, I was talking to my friends, I was like, oh, is it wrong? Season 3. I was like, huh?
I was just finishing my rewatch. How coincidental. Laughs the funny, grubby money man. We've got him, boys. But yeah, so Kingsman are some interesting movies. They're tonally very weird because they're kind of like Yakuza in a way, where they're tonally dissonant moments, but they somehow work for the most part. And then, of course, the standout parts of the Kingsman movies are the action scenes, which are very uniquely directed and very fun to watch.
I telegraphed those.
You telegraphed them?
Yeah. Telegraphed the fight scenes.
Alright. I'm not even gonna... He's illiterate. It's whatever. Yeah, so those are some good movies. Weird movies, though. And Samuel L. Jackson with a lisp. I never knew I wanted it until now. It's literally the best thing. Samuel L. Jackson with a lisp talking to Barack Obama is what I never knew I needed. But I need that character to just exist in every in every media.
Fuck it, just put him in every movie now.
Yes, please.
Even if it's not related to the story, just have a cutaway of Samuel L. Jackson talking with a lisp to Obama.
Mm-hmm. Nick Fury has a lisp now and talks funny. Not even because of the lisp, he just talks weird. Maria Hill, I'm gonna need you to get the Avengers on the line. Yeah, so those were cool. I just had a urge to watch them, I guess, only to find out the prequel movie's coming out next month.
Shoutouts.
Which is weird, because I didn't know it existed until then. So that's funny. And then, listen, I watch a little anime. I read a little manga, but nothing so important that I should talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
You're.
Damn.
What was the movie called?
Which one?
That we watched.
Oh, yeah. Before I forget, we also watched at like 3 a.m. one night. I don't even remember what day it was. We watched Shang Chi and the 10 Rings.
Shang-Chi. Yeah.
Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings when it came out on Disney Plus for free. Because, yeah, fuck that shit. Theaters. Never heard of them. And that's a good Marvel movie. Good martial art movie.
Yeah. I don't really care for Marvel movies that much, but I still liked it. It was a good movie.
And I don't really care for you, but I still watched it with you. Yep. That's right. Fuck y'all.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, just a solid movie overall. Not really much to speak on it, for real.
Yeah. Shout out to the schizophrenic dad.
Yeah, for real. I can hear her. She's just like me.
I felt her. She's right next to me. Time to kill
She's
her
in
family.
here. I swear. Bangs on the wall.
I'm in and see no type of demons coming out of that wall.
But yeah. And then I guess I got a little bit of news for this week. Yeah, that's right. I did all.
Not the Anime News Network.
It's not even really anime news anymore. It's just news in general.
Alright, go ahead.
So, first up, we have the shit I've been watching for, I guess, about an hour now, which has been on your screen if you're watching on the YouTube version of the podcast.
YouTube platformers.
And if you're not, we're talking about it now.
Like and subscribe. Notification bell.
A couple days ago, they announced Dragon Ball The Breakers.
Oh, is that the Dead by Daylight Dragon Ball game?
Yes, or as they like to call it, a Dragon Ball asymmetrical action game.
I don't know what that means.
It's asymmetrical.
I saw the trailer.
Asymmetrical.
I tried to figure it out.
Get it? Because it's 1 versus 7. So it's an asymmetrical amount of players on the... Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, bro. I'm sorry.
They just didn't want to call it Dead by Daylight, so...
Yeah. It looked pretty cool, though.
It's definitely based off the Xenoverse 2 engine, which, like... It's like, bro... Y'all gotta...
Y'all can't do something new, or...
That Xenoverse 2 money going where, son? Like, what y'all doing? Like, on God, it looks like the lighting's changed, but that's like about as far as I can tell. Like, you can literally see the same animation and the same models used for the fucking textures and the grass and the fucking mushroom platforms and everything. I'm like,
yeah, man,
it's not even like I'm mad when companies reuse assets. I literally just 100%ed Miles Morales and Spider-Man Remastered, so it's really not about that. It's the fact that Xenoverse is how many years old at this point? It was not up to graphical standards at the time it released, and it still isn't, and the gap is widening.
It was 2016.
5 years ago, right? And it was not really hitting then. It was serviceable. I'll give it that. A reasonable improvement over Xenoverse 1.
Yeah.
But overall, it was just like, bro, okay, I guess. And the fact that they still want to use like this engine and models and rendering is kind of disappointing to me.
It's
pretty disappointing. It just looks like jank still. It's like, okay, it's Xenoverse 2, but with new lighting and a new coat of paint, kind of. Like I'm just like, come on, get a new engine, please. I just want to see something that works better where not everything's clipping through everything. Cell's not even standing on the stairs. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm asking for too much. It's a Dragon Ball game.
Yeah, it's a Dragon Ball game. You're asking for too much.
The Dragon Ball Breakers.
I guess I have been playing Fighters recently.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, I bet you have. Funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the thing. It's conceptually cool. I think it could be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I liked Dead by Daylight when I played it. I stopped playing because the developers are fucking scumbags. But
the funny thing is, I don't think I've ever played an asymmetrical action game. Besides,
it's Prop Hunt.
One character is Prop Hunt. That's the thing.
It's funny. Gary's Mod Nanners.
Stop. Dahi Denogla money.
It's Vanos Gaming.
I was saying the only asymmetrical action game I played, I think, was Evolve. Back in 2013.
That was a game.
It certainly was.
It was like a tight ass game too.
It was okay. I never got too into it, but it was okay as I played it. But that's literally like the only one I've really played.
The big thing is like
I don't know anything with like Dead by
Evolve
Daylight.
and Dead by Daylight is people. There's like a niche group of people that love playing the survivors or whatever, but there's an not abnormal, but like a very high amount of the player base that just likes to play the hunters.
Right.
And so like it would, if you were queuing as a hunter, it would take like 15 fucking minutes to get into a match.
Right.
Something like that.
Right. Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, conceptually, I think it's cool. I'm very wary based on like I don't know how technical those games are, like with their mechanics and everything, but I just worry that the Xenoverse engine might not be up to snuff with that kind of collision detection and shit like that. You know,
it very well could just be a fuck ass game.
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure how that'll pan out, but we'll see. Everything's dying. Like Sykes' haircut, thanks to the same thing as Barbara was talking about.
Yeah, funny NFT moment. Funny Discord moment.
We're having funny moments with all of the fan favorite applications that we like to use, such as Discord. Either that or they're shitting themselves like slobs. AKA Streamlabs OBS.
I think what really hurts is that Streamlabs is such like an easy application to use.
Shit, it's easy to steal, baby.
If it was normal OBS, I didn't really like normal OBS when I used it, because it was just like it was like the layout wasn't that great and it was kind of complicated to set everything up.
Yeah.
If it was normal OBS, I'd be like, oh, okay, fuck it, whatever. But Streamlabs OBS, which is not tied to OBS, by the way, that's the issue. That's the issue. They stole the OBS name and then copywrote it, so normal OBS had to back down.
Had to hold that, as it were.
Yeah. But like their apology was just so fucking dog shit. Yeah. It was like every other apology from like anyone that was making money. It's just, sorry we got caught.
Pretty much. And then Discord CEO trying to add NFT integrations into Discord, and everyone, including the employees working at Discord, are like, what the fuck?
Why support something that's literally destroying the environment, like actively?
Because it gets you big money if more people believe in it.
Big money, big number.
Yeah.
Hey, buy a picture of funny monkey. Ethereum.
Yeah.
It's like.
Yeah.
NFTs in general are just such a fucking stupid concept, and I will honestly, if I see anyone like Sykes Barber talking about NFTs out in the open, I will just like assault them.
Okay.
I really don't give a shit about how, oh no, you can't just screenshot it, whatever. Like, oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Why it's literally, it holds no value.
Yeah.
I think people don't realize that the only value it has is what people put on it. It's like
not
a
even
worse version of our bank system.
Even. And one that doesn't have any laws attached to it, so all the loopholes that history has come up with throughout the years, the numerous years humanity has been alive and used currency, can be used to exploit it, and actually doesn't have any real value until you get fucking scammed out of all your money. You go, he took it! He took my monkey!
Honestly, bro, like,
he took all my money.
I really might just be a fucking NFT scammer at this point. Like the worst part about no, I'm keeping all the money.
Oh, okay.
The worst part about NFTs is like, aside from all the actual bad parts is
aside from the actual bad parts, what's actually bad about it for real?
They just like, they're not even like cool.
No, there's
it's not like some impressive art from like a Twitter user with 200 followers.
Well, you're not even buying the art. That's the shit that people don't even realize.
You're buying a funny token that says you hold the art without actually holding the art.
You get a fucking online receipt that says, yeah, you own this, I guess. Funny. Cool. That's great. Thank you.
I mean, effectively, all the people that are like, no, you can't just screenshot it. All they have is a screenshot too. They don't actually own the image.
Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing. At this point, the crypto bros have realized.
The cryptos.
Yeah. The cryptos have realized that they all got scammed, and now they're desperately trying to trick other people into buying into NFTs so they can make their money back potentially, because that's the only way to fucking work is if more people buy into it.
You don't want to invest in Queef coin?
I might. Hold on.
That's the little powwow coin I needed.
But yeah, it's literally that desperation that you can smell, and you're like.
It's so obviously a cash grab, and these NFT
delicious
token receipts, they go for so much fucking money.
Yeah,
it's like funny. A grossly high amount of money.
Yeah, it's funny and fucking the ultimate depression I can think of.
Like, NFTs are just like an even less safe version of crypto. And cryptocurrency wasn't safe in the first place, so that says something.
You want to invest in crypto?
Crypto is legit just the stock market, but without rules. Mm-hmm. And then they do funny monkey picture, and it's just like somehow got even less safe. It's just like actively dangerous.
I heard you like gambling.
To everything involved.
Except it's not really gambling. You're just going to lose.
Yeah.
Have fun, bro.
At the end of the day, you spend $300,000 on a receipt that says you own a picture of a monkey.
Sheesh. Cannot be I. I just simply hold down on an image and save that bitch.
I don't understand the purpose of buying them either, because it's not like they're going up in value.
If you get more people to believe in it, they will. That's literally it. Unless you were one of the literal fucking idiots, which are a lot of them, admittedly, who you're just like, this is a good investment chance.
And it's like,
Alfred, put all my money into the stupid monkey.
It's so obviously like a scam too. Like,
I mean, yeah.
You know, I did the
you
thing.
You say obviously, but then look at how many people.
I did the thing on Twitter where it was like I screenshotted pictures of like an NFT that like Jimmy Fallon and Lil Baby had, and I was like, "Thanks for giving these to me for completely free or whatever."
Yeah.
They didn't even buy the NFTs. Like, the people that made the NFTs gave it to them.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's why it's
Jimmy Fuckfart and Little DaBaby. They have these epic NFTs. Doesn't that make you wanna buy an NFT?
Yeah, and companies are just like, this sounds like a good idea that can make us lots of money. And then it's gonna be like 6 months later. They're gonna look really fucking stupid, all of them. And it's already actively hilarious, and it's only going to get more funny as they cry louder and louder about how right they were anyway, even though they were wrong.
If not for the fact that the alternatives for Discord are fucking TeamSpeak and Skype, I would have ditched Discord.
Yeah, for sure.
But Discord's like, its application's actually like really fucking good.
Unfortunately,
all things considered, you know, aside from like fucking Fred Boat.
Yeah.
But, and so it's just, you know, and it's not like everyone on Discord was like, yeah, fuck it, let's do the funny monkey pictures. It's like, CEO want money.
Yeah.
And you know, CEOs are CEOs, so they're always going to be terrible people.
Blizzard. That's a whole other bag of worms. Talking about CEOs.
I really like. People didn't forget about what happened with Blizzard and the whole like assault stuff. People just willingly choose to ignore the fact that a woman committed slur slide.
Yeah,
and other women were assaulted of a no area variety.
Mm-hmm. That's called sexual abuse where I'm from, but whatever.
Yeah, they were sexually assaulted, and yet, like even my fucking roommates are like, "Oh wow, the new WoW content farts." I get to play as a troll for the 18th time.
That's horrid.
When I raid while willingly knowing that not only did Blizzard support or go against the Hong Kong protests, but they also openly support sexual assault.
And the CEO threatened to murder somebody openly, and is just gonna, and the rules don't apply to him. The no tolerance policy doesn't apply to the CEO. Obviously, is what they said.
He was too much money for rules to apply to him,
which is a weird way to admit to all of those confessions, but to all those rumors. But hey,
yeah, it's just like a funny society.
Yeah.
Kind of thing where it's just, you know, rich people don't have to follow rules at the end of the day.
Yeah, pretty much. Which is, you know, that's just the way it is. And then we'll just have to, you know, get a little ass class on the joint. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. He disappeared. I wish I had he disappeared money, though. But I don't, so.
Ain't no type of blick, nothing. we rolling up, we walk in there just to fucking donk him on the head with like a metal pipe we found out in the streets.
Yurt, some Tom and Jerry shit.
And then we get arrested.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's just how that shit goes, you know. Even like seeing today, 12,000 or 1,200 employees signed a petition for him to resign, and you're just like.
Fucking
old that stupid.
I'm really sorry, but you know, petitions are normally for a good cause, but petitions don't fucking do anything.
Yeah.
It really sucks to say. It really sucks to say. It shows that people are against or for something, but at the end of the day, if the CEO doesn't want to resign, he just doesn't have to.
Yeah.
That's like the biggest thing. It's like,
unless there's a board of chairmen who are very morally in tune and love delivering.
Chairman, boards being in tuned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oxymorons. Exactly. So that's all well and shit.
Yeah.
But we got some other things that happened this week. Did you hear about Multiverses?
The Warner Brothers game?
Mm-hmm. The Warner Brothers Smash Bros. Game has been announced.
You know, I don't really care about Smash clones that much, but the fact that they have voice acting is always a plus.
Right.
Shout out to Nickelodeon All Stars for that.
Yeah, I mean,
they
did what they could. They didn't have that budget, so what can you do?
I really thought that the Shaggy meme was gonna die, but I assume that it's gonna.
You assumed wrong.
I assume that it's gonna resurrect in full force once the game actually comes out.
I mean, it already has.
I haven't even used 5% of my power, Finn. Like
you're gonna get the hurt, Batman.
He also has like a lot of Ganon's moves from the looks of it.
Yeah, kind of.
But you know, it's the cast is fucking weird.
I mean,
the cast is really weird. Yeah,
they just said fuck it. I mean, they're gonna do this as good as they can as a Smash thing, where they have all these properties.
Got Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Finn and Jake, Steven Universe, and fucking
Garnet.
Mm-hmm. Garnet, yeah. And they have Rain Dog or whatever, which is a Warner Brothers OC for the game.
I thought so.
Yeah.
There's
and it's hinted that there might be lore in the game about Rain Dog.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
The hot Rain Dog scoop. I need it.
There's Tom and Jerry as well. Fucking
Bugs Bunny, of course.
Bugs Bunny, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they add the Big Chungus costume. It's apparently going to be free to play, but they have skins.
Yeah, so that's how they're going to roll it, which is cool.
Yeah. I'm cool with that, you know, at the end of the day.
I think, but looking at the trailer, actually, where it's they said they want to focus on the 2v2 gameplay, I think it's actually kind of interesting how that's going to play out, because I see a lot of, I was like, just kind of like looking at a lot of different clips off and on as I was seeing people talk about it, and I was realizing that a lot of them are like, okay, so there are a lot of abilities that are used by both players on the team, which is something that's
it's
not often.
like tag abilities.
Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if there's going to be a thing where it's like, oh, this is a good support character and this is a good offensive character type of thing going on.
There's definitely going to be meta duos, you know, just like with a lot of tag games.
Yeah, but I mean in the sense that they're actually going to have like a support role sometimes more often than not. Also, Tom and Jerry is a puppet character. Get over it. Deal with it.
That's tight. I might be a Tom and Jerry name. But there was one clip I saw in one of the trailers where it was like, while like Finn was fighting with someone, Jake like stretched and made like a wall so that someone else couldn't recover.
Yeah.
They like ran into him and then fell.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's definitely going to be some nasty ass shit in that game.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I think the only thing is that it looks weirdly slow in the original trailer. I don't know if they slowed it down on purpose. And but yeah, if it actually runs at 60 frames and it is not as slow looking as that trailer made it seem, then I think it could be a fun game. Harley Quinn's in there too.
Oh yeah, Harley Quinn.
And then of course, acclaimed Warner Brothers character Arya Stark, Game of Thrones girl, is here to help you out.
Yeah.
Fuck it, bro. And they got her voice actor, which is okay. Hey, fuck it, bro. Matthew Lillard is Shaggy. They got the peoples.
They got the boy.
They got the big boys for the actors.
How Batman sounded kind of weird. I'm not gonna hold.
Yeah, Kevin Conroy, he's done Batman before, but I don't know how long it's been. So he also could really be phoning it in, which, you know, hey, fuck it, bro, get your bag.
Yeah, I mean, like, especially since it's free to play, you know, at the very least, I think, you know, in my opinion, I've talked about this before. Smash games to me are kind of more party games and fighting games. So
you can't say that.
I'm definitely interested in just like sitting down and fucking around.
The pedophiles might condemn you. Anyways.
Oh, speaking of that, that's another piece of news. That is another piece of news.
It truly is.
Yeah. Funny Zero, coming back, to YouTube, and I assume trying to get back into the Smash community. I didn't watch the video because I don't tend to like pedophiles, but
I don't tend to follow them either. You're right.
You know, supposedly, although he did willingly accept the claims against him and said that he did them, he is now rescinding that statement and legally pursuing the people who made statements against him. At least from what Syke said.
Okay, bro.
Now, I don't know how much I'm allowed to say on YouTube because I have some very vile words.
YouTube has boundaries we don't. Sometimes.
I don't really know because, you know, if you look at our timeline from when Zero originally got busted, I have said some
choice words.
Both of us have. We've said some very coarse words, and you know, I am willing to say them again, but I don't want our channel taken down because I told someone to. You know,
I told someone to bite the corn off the cob.
Finish what they started. You know.
Get that platinum trophy, bro.
But
as it were, get that diploma.
I just, it's at the end of the day, it's a Smash community, and there's always going to be predators and pedophiles in it.
Just like any community, usually.
Yeah, like any community. It's just weird that people are openly accepting him. You know, with a lot of those communities, normally they're casted aside, like with fucking City Pie. I don't even know what really happened to her.
What do you mean?
After the whole Exodus, like, what the fuck she's doing?
Oh yeah, I don't know either. I don't follow Predators. I don't know.
Yeah, but you know, because of the fact that we haven't heard about her since, that's, you know,
good.
You know, it's good. But Funny Zero, can't keep my hands off these hoes. Is coming back. It's just so fucking weird, and
I will admit,
you know,
no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I just like don't have respect for anyone that's like welcoming him back like that.
Yeah, though I will admit it is a rough society we live in where people can say shit like, yeah, he raped me without any backup supporting evidence, and you will get condemned. But bro had an overwhelming amount of evidence.
Bro had an overwhelming amount of evidence,
and I do recall there was one person who came out and was like, I lied, and I'm like, okay, that's like one of four.
Yeah, one out of four. Like, you still have like three other people, and you know he said that, you know, they weren't wrong.
Yeah. So
from what I can
remember,
I'll
acknowledge the fact that is like the world we live in is easily fucked that way, but like, bro, even if we put that into context, it still doesn't work for him.
It's just like such a weird, I guess, we getting like mad political actually. What the fuck?
God damn.
It's just like such like a weird, you know, fucking, I don't even know what dichotomy really means, but I'm gonna use it like this. It's such like a weird dichotomy where you have a bunch of people, you know, once one person comes out, normally a lot of lot of more people do.
Bandwagon.
And you have some people that are like, why, why believe in them when, that there isn't any actual, substantial proof or whatever. And you have some people that lie and then make it harder for actual victims to come out.
Yeah.
Both directly and indirectly with, them being worried that other people will thinking that they're lying, and then other people thinking that they're lying or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's just fucking.
Yeah.
Normally I just, push come shove, I normally just, believe in a victim or a claimed victim, because at the end of the day, it's a lot easier to be like, it's a lot easier to be like, my bad, than it is to be like, I'm sorry I didn't believe you when you got assaulted.
Right.
At least in my opinion. Or, you could be
the weight of that accusation comparatively is what you're saying is not equal.
That's also in and of itself kind of weird, because you do have people that have been falsely accused and then,
which is fucked. Yeah.
Or you have you have like random ass dudes that have been falsely accused and then spend 40 years in jail. And then they come out and they get like a fucking penny a penny and a donut for their time in jail.
Yeah.
So it's hard. Like it's hard because you can't just be like, oh yeah, no, I believe in them, or I believe in this or whatever. And so you
can't make it a blatant statement where it's just overall that's just how I go about it. It's really a case by case situation every time, which makes it rough.
You like have to stay very middle ground with this situation, which at the end of the day, regardless of which side is correct, you end up losing because you didn't believe in them. Right. It's just like weird.
Yeah, or fucked up, as I like to call it.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
And I was just thinking about that shit the other day, where it's like, damn, you can't even trust people who put out like, can you help find this missing person, because it might be someone who's trying to run from the poster. Yeah, and I'm like, it's like, bro, like I can't even like do that anymore, because you don't even know. You don't even know if that person's trying to help find a person for a good reason.
Like, I guess,
in terms of like kidnapping and shit kind of like that, missing people.
It's kind of weird relating it to a manga, but you have Sachihiro One Room.
Okay, no, that makes sense, because that is
which is like the whole plot of it is a girl getting abused, and so she runs away, and the parents claim that she was kidnapped. And, arguably she was.
Yeah, technically,
since a guy picked her up and ended up taking care of her. But, they end up making a whole statement, oh, I miss my child so much. But, like, later on, it goes to show that she was, like, fucking beaten, battered, bruised. She was bullied at school. She was handcuffed at home.
Yeah.
And it's like, you just can't believe people.
Yeah, yeah.
Moral of this episode: you can't believe in people.
Not never, not ever. You're shit is crazy.
This is why we hate people.
Yeah, low key. It's much easier.
Yeah.
I heard we was talking about video games. I don't know from who, because it certainly wasn't I. But yeah, I did want to touch on that, which inappropriate choice of words, quite frankly, but
that was very inappropriate.
God damn it,
bro said I wanted a groom on that.
I wanted to linger on that, as it were.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's move on.
Okay.
I have some discussion to make with you. I have big discussion to make. Would you like to engage?
Sure.
All right. We got them, boys. So, as you know, we're heading towards the end of the year. You know what that means? It's time for the Game of the Year awards.
Oh Christ, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so that shit popped up in my feed a couple days ago. And so
I don't even.
Yeah, it's time to take a look, and we're kind of just gonna look through and how we feel about that shit. So I'm just going through it on what's it called on in the background right now, so people on YouTube can see it. Let's view all the categories. We're just gonna keep going. So, for Game of the Year nominees, according to, of course, Jeff Keighley, everyone's least favorite Canadian, our Game of the Year nominees are Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2,
I'm cool with that.
Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, the PS5 game, and Resident Evil Village.
Village is tight. Village is definitely tight. I'm surprised that I guess it makes sense. I was gonna say, SMT5, maybe should have been. I didn't play it, but it's fucking Shin Megami Tensei, so it's bound to be good.
Right.
Or like Bowser's Fury. That game looked pretty tight.
Yeah. The only misgiving I'd have about that is that it's a re-release of a Wii U game. So
that's fair.
But
Lost Judgment came out. I haven't played, but it's Lost Judgment. So
it's a Yakuza RPG game. So
Super Monkey Ball. That game's mad funny.
I don't know about you, but I haven't played a singular game on this list of Game of the Year, which is funny.
So It Takes Two,
Deathloop, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank, and Resident Evil 8.
No, all of the things I've seen have been, watching people play it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I feel a little bit insulted that Little Nightmares 2 isn't on this list.
Did that come out this year?
Play it yet. 2, yeah.
Huh.
I played the first one.
I see.
But, for the most part, I'm not offended. I think, Deathloop and,
Mm-hmm.
The name's escaping me.
Resident Evil? Or
no, not Resident Evil.
Psychonauts. It Takes Two. Metroid Dread. We're out of options.
Yes.
Oh my.
Yes. I feel like those are kind of weird choices for a Game of the Year. Deathloop is made by the same people as Dishonored, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not tripping. Yeah. It doesn't look like it looks like they're using the most recent Dishonored games engine, and that game at this point is a little bit dated. The game just it was a cool concept, and I really, really liked the trailers. I was so interested, but I watched gameplay of it, and it just didn't look great.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally don't care about Metroid, but that aside, the game also just didn't look that good either to me.
Well, fuck you and your opinion. That's crazy.
Yeah, fuck it.
That's crazy, bro. Best game direction. Everything, literally, I said before, except instead of Metroid Dread, we have Returnal, which was a AAA roguelike.
That's the one where you keep on dying.
Mm-hmm. And
oh shit! I got the website open now. We check.
Okay. So yeah, best game direction I really can't say anything about because I haven't played any of the games. It's crazy. I haven't played any game from 2021 like that, for real. Following that, we have best narrative. I really can't speak on that either. Yeah.
Life is strange.
I really can't speak on this again.
So some people And don't get me wrong, we are LGBTQ plus supporters here, but
speak for yourself.
No one cares about lesbian art game. I'm sorry.
Speak for yourself, sir. I am also an ally of LGBTQ.
We're not allies. We're members.
Yeah. I guess as the podcast as a whole, sure, fuck it.
Yeah. But and then Guardians of the Galaxy as well for narrative. I haven't really seen anything on that game since it came out.
People really like it. I guess apparently a really good game.
It looked cool. Yeah. Like it looked pretty dope.
Yeah. Best art direction. Once again, can't really speak on it if I'm just going off of like what I've seen though. I'd probably either go for Ratchet and Clank or Psychonauts 2.
Yeah, I mean, Psychonauts has been on all of these so far.
Yeah. And the other choices were The Artful Escape, Deathloop, and Kenya, Bridge of Spirits.
I don't know about Artful Escape or Kena. I don't think I've seen anything about this.
Kena was a indie game released on PS5 that people really liked. Best score in music, I really only have one option since I've only played one of them, which is Nier Replicant. Version
it's a Nier game.
1.22. Yeah, it's Keiichi Okabe, so
Cyberpunk?
I don't know anything about Cyberpunk's music, actually.
It has good music, I think. Nothing crazy.
Word. In Guardians of the Galaxy music, I don't know anything about. I know there's a lot of copywritten music in there, though. So.
Yeah, I mean, just a... That might just take the cake.
Or something like that. Best audio design, once again, I can't speak of because I didn't play any of these games, so I don't know.
We didn't play like any new games.
We don't play new games type beat, so I can't say shit.
I've been playing Oblivion.
I just finished the game from last year. Yeah, so I'm just kind of scrolling through, seeing if there's anything like that I can really weigh in on like that.
I mean, we have best performance with fucking Giancarlo, which is a goat, and I haven't seen fucking Breaking Bad or whatever, but I know that he's like a dope ass actor.
He is.
So I'm cool with that.
I just haven't seen his performance in that game, so I'm like, I don't know, I couldn't say anything about it for real.
Oh, I heard about Boyfriend Dungeon.
Oh yeah.
For Games for Impact, yeah, it's like I'm pretty sure it's like a dungeon crawler where like weapons are. It's like a dating sim dungeon crawler where weapons are like hot guys or some shit like that.
That sounds hard.
Yep. But, indie games for the most part and Games for Impact.
Best art role-playing has Cyberpunk 2077, Monster Hunter Rise, Scarlet Nexus, SMT5, and Tales of Arise.
Wait. Best role-playing? Where is that?
I've been skipping through. It's 17, I believe.
Bro?
I told you, there's like nothing I can weigh in on like that if I haven't played the game, so I'm just scrolling through.
I'm gonna talk about the indie category real quick.
Talk about your little indies.
I haven't seen 12 Minutes or Kenna, but I've seen some Loop Hero, Inscription, and Death's Door. Death's Door was actually like mad disappointing, I think.
You think?
Yeah, it was like so cool because it was roguelike with Funny Bird.
Right.
But then, the bosses and shit are cool, the art's cool, but the gameplay is like simplistic and it doesn't have a lot of replayability. Inscription's like a dope ass like OD meta card game with like 10,000 layers to it, and then Loop Heroes, it's a really interesting kind of take on roguelike-ish kind of gameplay. So, I'm cool with these.
I heard people really like 12 Minutes. Like it was a really interesting game. From the people that played it. So that's all the insight I have, which is all secondhand. Hey, is the League of Legends mobile game League of Legends?
I don't know. I haven't played any of these mobile games.
You play Genshin Impact, which is a mobile game, so there you go.
I haven't played on mobile.
It's the same game.
Oh no, not Final Fantasy 14 Online.
the FGC retirement home itself.
Yeah.
Innovation and accessibility.
What were you in? Innovation.
I was in
Far Cry 6. Looks like ass.
I was in category 17, looking at role playing.
17. Let me just make sure.
And being a little bit of a JRPG connoisseur myself. That being said, that just means I like JRPGs. I probably give it to SMT5. Just looking based off of all the games from this year. Although it's really a tough year. I wouldn't call Scarlet Nexus an JRPG, but hey.
I also wouldn't really call Cyberpunk that much of an RPG. It is slightly, but not to the same extent as Shin Megami Tensei or Monster Hunter Rise or Tales of Arise.
Yeah, so I was just like, yeah.
All right, here we go.
Sounds good.
Best fighting game.
Kimetsu
no Yaiba.
Demon Slayer.
Strive.
Guilty
Melty
Gear
Blood.
Mm-hmm.
Nickelodeon All Stars, which I hope isn't going to win because it's an unpolished game, and then Virtual Fighters 5, which I'm surprised it's up here, to be honest.
Why you say that? What else released?
Alright, let's... there could have only been 5 fighting games that came out this year.
Of note, I guess.
There's really just been fucking nothing.
Yeah, no.
This year.
For fighting games, not a ton. It happens. But yeah, so for me, it's really only an option between Guilty Gear and type.
Melty butt type labia.
Funny.
I already said my piece on Melty Blood a lot. I don't really enjoy it as a game. I'm even struggling to enjoy Guilty Gear right now.
Yeah, so which one's your favorite?
Guilty Gear for sure. All things considered, I like the Guilty Gear neutral. So
I didn't even do any of that. I was like, damn, that's crazy, but I like the soundtrack in Guilty Gear more. That's all it was.
Come on,
for real.
The soundtrack it's gotta be one of my favorite video game soundtracks in general.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know any other game soundtracks that I've listened to the songs of as much as Strive.
Yeah. I understand that.
Even with the doo-doo butter songs,
yeah,
it still has such an amazing, fucking, a kiss of death, alone infection. You have the last minute and 28 of Zado's song,
Armor-Clad Faith,
which is, you have Armor-Clad Faith, you have fucking Crawl, which is a slept-on banger.
Smell of the Game,
and then you have Smell of the Game. You have Yuki's normal
what
theme.
What do you fight for? Yes.
Yep. Did we say Rock Parade yet, or am I tripping?
We did not.
We have Rock Parade. We have fucking
Love the Subhuman Self.
Love the Subhuman Self. I like May's theme.
Disaster of Passion. Yes.
Disaster of Passion. We have fucking Eno's theme, banger.
I can't remember the name.
Hellfire.
Yeah.
Under the Sacred Fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Under the Sacred Fire. It's just so much good music, and then they have excerpt songs as well.
I mean, they got to.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
Best family. Once again.
Family game?
Which basically just means Nintendo. And It Takes Two.
It Takes Two, Mario Party, Pokemon Snap, Bowser's Fury, and WarioWare.
Mm-hmm. And I can only vote on one that we played this... Was that this year? It had to been. Yeah. It's been a long year, bro.
Basing it off of what I know, WarioWare, Superstars. I don't really agree with Bowser's Fury that much. If we're just talking about Bowser's Fury, if we're talking about...
Well, it's 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. That's the game.
Then, 3D World, dope-ass game.
So, I have to vote for the one I played.
And It Takes Two has only 2 playable characters, so it's it'd be weird if you were sitting down with a family and only two of them were playing. So
that's hard. Nah, fuck that. I don't play sim strategy games. Nope, sports and racing also doesn't apply to me. For real.
Nah. Sim and strategy, AoE 4. I like AoE 3 or whatever. It's cool. Inscription,
Age
cool.
of Empires?
Yeah. Also, Flight Simulator, not really a game.
Nah, that is a game. You play it.
And I had a friend that was like playing it for a little while.
Flight Simulator head.
It's cool. Like 10 years ago, I used to go on Google Maps and just look around.
Yeah, that kind of cool when you're bored in school.
I understand, but also it's. Yeah, fuck sports and racing. Multiplayer, Knockout.
Knockout City was okay for the couple games I played. That's about all I can say, though.
Valheim was alright. It was interesting until I got bored of it. But, for the time being it was.
Okay.
Content Creator of the Year, Dream!
A lot of these are international content creators.
I don't know who anyone except for the funny Minecraft guy.
Yeah, so we'll do fuck it.
No vote there, I guess.
Yeah, basically.
Debut indie. I heard Sable was good, but I've played Valheim, but I haven't really seen anything from the other games.
Mm-hmm. This is one I could weigh in on. Most anticipated game. We've got Elden Ring.
I watched Elden. Bro, that game looks so fucking good.
God of War Ragnarok. Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah.
The Breath of the Wild sequel and Starfield. I don't know who in their right fucking mind is voting for Starfield.
I don't care about Starfield. Ragnarok looks cool, but I'm not interested.
Yeah.
The other three, however, all like
stiffy competition.
Cool ass games. Like I've been watching like a lot of Elden Ring shit recently, and I'm a Dark Souls head, so this shit got me on stiffy. And Horizon and Breath of the Wild sequel both look like cool as fuck, and they're like really pretty games.
Yeah. The thing I'd say is like Starfield is like all the people who made the good Bethesda open world games have moved to Obsidian, and they've already made Starfield. It's called The Outer Worlds. It exists. Just fucking play it. I don't know who's gonna be excited for fucking Starfield.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, I definitely have to say my personal one's is Breath of the Wild, because that shit is a magical experience that I wish I could redo, and I can't wait for the sequel. I still haven't
played it.
I mean,
aside from like what we played.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you could always
switch game,
play it on the funny,
I'm gonna pull a Kotaku. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes, sir. Simply. But yeah.
Esports games?
Yeah, which one, bro?
Okay.
Which one, bro?
Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, Dota, League, and Valorant. I played Counter-Strike.
That's it.
Dota 2 and League.
That's an L.
I'm a Dota head, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
I also think
there's nothing worse than that, actually.
More polished and balanced than League, just strictly speaking, but I assume that it's probably going to be Valorant. If I had to guess, the winning one.
Mm-hmm.
But Dota is also, all things considered, like pretty popular. Same thing with League. So who can say? Best esport athlete? I don't care.
And then team.
Yeah,
and
team,
then
don't
coach,
care.
and then yeah. So basically, you're done. I don't have any.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah,
I mean, like I know the international, since that's Dota, but fuck all else.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a mobile PUBG tournament.
That's funny, actually.
That is funny.
But yeah, so that's the game of the year, which honestly I couldn't give less of a shit this year. Nothing really is driving my interest to be like, oh my goodness, games I care about are being nominated or whatever the fuck. If anything, I'm gonna watch it for the announcements as usual and be disappointed. So that'll be cool as always.
Yeah, we might get like a new Wolverine trailer or something though.
Mate, no, that game's not coming out.
You don't think?
That game's not coming out till 2027, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
There's no
Unfortunate
way.
As is.
There's no way that shit is coming out anytime with any type of like update in the next 2 years probably. I don't really have much else to talk about. I only brought one hypothetical to the table. And
go ahead.
All right. So say you wake up one day, right?
Right.
And you got Ninja Turtle fingers. How does that affect your life?
Like the stubs?
Like the Ninja Turtle fingers. Like the 3. Like that.
Oh, like
yeah.
I mean, that's like a condition thing that people have.
But it's just you have 3. That's all you have. It's not like they're you have 5 fingers to work with, and they're like this. You have these 2, and then the thumb. How you living life, bro?
I think that's one of those things where you wouldn't really know until it actually happens. But like in this hypothetical, it hasn't happened to other people as well.
No, just you.
I'd probably go to a doctor then.
Wait, why?
Because I have fucking Ninja Turtle hands.
How are you gonna fix that?
I'm gonna go to them and be like, "What's going on?"
Then they'll tell you there ain't shit, bruh. And we don't know because you just woke up with Ninja Turtle hands.
At that point, I honestly have 2 options: either accept the fact that my hands are fucking ugly. And just live with it, or chop my hands off and get prosthetics.
Yeah, but that I didn't even finish. I said, how would you live your life? That was my question.
I wouldn't have much of an option. I'd try and live as normal as possible.
But I think personally, I give up like on phones. Just I'm gonna hold that because there is no way I'm typing with think about the big ass gloves that they have in like the 80s in the 80s show or the movies. Like how big they are. It's how big they are.
We have the same size. As well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I'm rocking with the fucking tablet now.
You gonna need that shit. Whatever Shaq gets times 2.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you're typing.
Shaq definitely uses a fucking like a special made BlackBerry.
50-inch BlackBerry in his pocket type beat.
Yeah. Like, at that point, I think I would actually try and find a way to contact Shaq and be like, what do I do with these fucking massive fingers?
Yeah. Like, there's no way you're typing on, like, a normal-sized phone ever.
And the most I could hope would still just be able to, like, read manga on my phone or some shit.
You're gonna accidentally swipe backwards every time.
Even with, like, you wouldn't really be able to use a computer either.
Yeah, no, keyboards would be an L as well.
You would have to only play games with a controller, and then whenever you wanted to type something, you would have to copy and paste each individual letter, pretty much.
And you definitely, like, fat finger all of your buttons.
Yeah, and you couldn't really use a fight stick either, because you have 3 fucking fingers. I would have to get one custom made.
But it custom made for what? It depends, like, I'm going to use... You're just going to have to press more than the average person. Literally.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you care about playing the game, then, do what you must.
Like, I don't know how you'd even, you just make, like, the buttons bigger, or what?
I guess...
Because, like...
You would have, the buttons... Maybe not the buttons bigger, because the buttons are, like, actually, like, decently big. Mm-hmm. Maybe a little bit bigger, and then you have... since your hand's probably going to be like this, you have like a space in between here or something.
Right.
Audio listeners get fucked.
Yeah. Basically, figure it out. Look up a picture of Ninja Turtle hands. and all your answers will be solved.
Yeah.
But I think my life would be ruined. For real, for real.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, you wouldn't be able to fucking date anyone unless they were looking for someone with a deformity. You would never be able to please a woman again. That's all I gotta say.
That's life.
That is life.
If you're a ninja, I don't know how Donatello does it. How the fuck is he pressing all them buttons on the keyboard like that? Bro's lying. He says he's smart.
Get a custom made keyboard.
He says he's smart. I don't believe him. Bro's just pressing shit.
Yeah.
He's a masher.
Bro is definitely a member of the Square Button Society.
Unfortunate. But yeah, that's just kind of trash. I hate to be that person.
I have kind of a question.
Go for it, broski.
So when I was playing Oblivion, like a day or two ago, I like streamed it to the Discord call or whatever, and one of the people in the call were like, why'd you stop playing Morrowind? And I was like, I don't care about Morrowind. I like Oblivion, at least from what I've played more. Mm-hmm. And they were like, oh, what about the story? Or whatever. And I was like, I feel like people play games for a lot of different reasons, and I feel like I'm kind of a weirdo because I've never really cared about story in games. Like, I'm mostly just about, the dopamine of pressing button or some shit like that. And so I wanted to, I guess, talk about, like, what do you enjoy about playing games and shit like that?
All of it, for the most part. I enjoy a good story. I enjoy good gameplay. I enjoy good music. I pretty much enjoy all the aspects. So it's not really hard for me.
Like you wouldn't play a game that, the gameplay or some shit's bad because it has good music, right?
Nah.
Maybe.
Are you asking what's most important?
Guilty Gear is that. Yeah.
Probably good gameplay, but if it's too repetitive, then I need a good story behind it.
That's fair.
Yeah. Or some shit like that.
I think, like, for me, I don't really care about the story that much if it's, like, a story-based game. Like, Yakuza, I'll pay attention to the story, because it's cool. But at the same time, like, Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim to an extent, they're all story-based games.
Are they?
Give enough. Yeah.
I don't know. I slightly disagree with that. Their story...
Maybe less Skyrim than the other games. But the other games have, like, a lot of... It's very story-driven. There's a lot of lore and shit to the game.
There's always lore. I just mean, like, in terms of, like... the narrative, pseudo-narrative dissonance between the game and the gameplay. Like, you really don't have to care about the story in that game, whereas some games require you to pay attention to the story to appreciate the game.
I guess more so Oblivion and Morrowind then, but I just, like, don't give a fuck about the story in those games. Maybe it's I guess, like, the story has to be interesting, but what deems the story as interesting,
right?
I guess it's like, or like I could play it, like an art-driven game which doesn't really have gameplay, like Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares has a little bit of gameplay, like a very small amount of puzzle. Mm-hmm. But I still really, really enjoyed that game because it like looked really cool, and it's like a chill ass game.
Yeah, and there's no story.
There's like no story aside from just what you're seeing going on, which arguably is kind of the best storytelling. Versus, I think that's the issue with Oblivion and Morrowind for me, is I don't like reading a page of just words that don't matter to me when I can just watch some big ass monster, chase me into an open area where I'm climbing up a rope on a fucking boat and seeing all these other big ass monsters and being like, oh shit, we're food to these people or some shit like that.
I guess, but not all narratives work within that structure, which is why
Yeah.
they can't all be like that. So.
Yeah, and I think that's like why I don't care about story a lot of the time in games, because like I said, putting Yakuza aside, because Yakuza does like to just throw fucking text at you.
Yeah.
But Yakuza also has a lot of, you pick up the story by playing as well. It's like a hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
At least from Zero, because I've only played Zero.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I've just never really terribly cared that much for story for a lot of games.
I just have no issue with it. It's no different for me to anime and manga. It's the same shit, except I'm pressing a button too. So that's why it doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, I guess like that's like where my brain draws a line, because it's like, I'm playing a game to play the game versus I'm reading manga to read, or watching anime to watch the anime or some shit like that.
Nah, I'm just doing it to enjoy the media, which whatever it requires is what it requires. So that's why I'm fine with usually whatever's thrown at me. I won't play sim games though. Fuck management kind of games, where that's the whole thing. Just get your numbers bigger and better and more and more like those sim strategy games, because I do enjoy strategy games like Fire Emblem and shit, but sim games like Civilization and those types of shit I just can't do, because it's just boring to me. It's like literally like doing math for fun to me. I'm like, fuck that.
Like, a part of me likes like Civ, but also a big part of me doesn't like Civ because of the fact that it's like a multiplayer strategy game. Everyone plays at their own pace, and so I'll be like having fun like building like pretty agriculture shit, or like investing in my city, and then all of a sudden a dude on like fucking turn 20 is mowing me down because I didn't want to play military, and then I just lose.
Mm-hmm. And that's the same reason I can't play creative games, because I don't give a shit about what I'm doing. I want to know what's happening besides me. And so I just get really fucking bored when I have to focus inwardly on what I'm supposed to do or what I should do. I'm like, I don't fucking know. You're the game. You tell me what I'm doing.
I understand that, like, I know you don't like fucking Minecraft or whatever.
Yeah.
I used to like Minecraft a lot, because it's like a fun little game to play with friends. Yeah, a lot of the creative based games are like very friend reliant. Aside from like maybe like Animal Crossing, which still requires you to have friends, but it's not like as important, or like Stardew to some extent, because it's not really like big on creating. It's like whatever, but I think it really, all of this kind of depended on like which games we played a lot on, because like I mostly play like fucking roguelikes, and like I have like fucking 4,000 hours on Dota or some shit, where those games where story just like especially with Dota, Binding of Isaac has a little bit of story, Dead Cells, Under the Gungeon, whatever, a little bit of story here and there. A lot of it's like outside lore. But you've played a lot of like all the Yakuza's, Nier.
Well, I play the antitheses.
JRPGs.
I play and completely polar opposites of the spectrum, where I play a lot of fighting games, which is the exact opposite of reading and sitting and waiting. It's press the big button, do the thing all the time, think about it. And then I also play JRPGs, where it's just like, nah, sit here and read this whole paragraph, stupid. And I enjoy both. So it just allows me to enjoy that whole range. Because I can do that.
Yeah, that's fair. I get that.
But yeah, creative shit, I'm just like, I don't feel like doing that. I feel like getting invested in something, either pressing buttons or a world that someone's created and brought to life. But I don't feel like doing that shit myself. No cap. That shit sounds like some doo doo. I don't give a fuck what my plants look like. My room can look like, I'll let my room fucking look like shit in Animal Crossing. Y'all got it.
My room looking like my real life room. That's like, I guess that's why I stopped liking Minecraft, because I like creative games because it's cool. You gotta kind of do what you want, but at the same time, I don't really have a brain for creativity like that.
Says the man who likes to write.
Likes to? No, sir.
I mean, you do it though.
I mean, I like to, but it takes every single of my 2 brain cells to write down a fucking bar that I'm going to delete.
Yeah.
10 weeks later.
Mm-hmm. But still.
But it's just do I want to make a pretty house for the 10th time? And the gameplay outside of making a big mansion or making a whole town for people to live in is just the same thing. It's just resource collection, make house.
Yeah, it's not an interesting game loop to me at all.
Yeah,
and you just keep doing it bigger.
I play fucking roguelikes. I like game loops, but the difference between that roguelikes and then creative Minecraft, Terraria, whatever is, roguelikes have so much replayability in that, none of the runs are going to be the same.
Right.
Minecraft, I have to fucking, every single time it's the same start. Get wood, make beginner house, make mine so I can get iron, and then get the funny diamond and go to the nether.
Yeah, climb right like a diamond and whatever.
Yeah, and then you beat the big boss at the end of the game, and then you make pretty house for 10,000 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's pretty much how I've always felt. Like, let's go make something. I'm like, nah, I'm good. That's just how I am about life, actually. Now that I think about it, I don't be making shit unless I can make it in the microwave in less than 2 minutes. If it's 3, I might even just give up and just go back upstairs. I'm just too lazy for that shit.
There are some things I like making,
Pop-Tarts.
I hate cooking, but I also kind of like doing it.
I mean, yeah, but that's different.
Cooking puts me in a very negative mental attitude space where I like the process of cooking, but I'm also fucking angry the whole time. Or I don't drink anymore, but I used to like making cocktails or whatever for my family members and shit like that. And I had a good time when I was making my overlays.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out what works where, is this too much?
Mm-hmm.
Are these extra PNGs gonna pop out? What should be over what? And it's cool, but that's because there's more freedom to make what I want. I'm not bound by Minecraft's no circular edges. I'm not bound by, a certain specific kind of color palette that Terraria has given me or some shit like that. There's more freedom in it.
Mm-hmm. Right. I agree. That's pretty much how I feel about that shit too. I'm just extremely lazy. That's literally all it is.
We're lazy, but you're active lazy.
Yeah. I guess. I don't even know what that means. I legit don't know what that means.
Or be like, damn, I should be doing something, and then he don't do nothing. I'm like, damn, I don't want to be doing something, and then I don't do nothing.
Yeah, maybe just a smidge. You ain't gotta say all that. When I cook, I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. But when I cook, I'm usually not cooking because I'm hungry.
You're cooking because, you cook for the family or whatever.
Yeah. If I'm hungry, I'll just try to find whatever's the quickest, easiest, fastest. And if it's not fast enough to meet my needs, sometimes I just won't eat it. To meet my standards, I should say.
Yeah, no, I definitely get that. Like,
which leads to me not
before
eating.
When I had like a ban from the stimmy, I would just I get Domino's every single day. Like, it's at a point where the most I'm willing to do is drive 5 minutes to the Domino's by my house, pick that shit up, and then be like, "Yep, I did that."
I couldn't even do all that. That's too much work for me. I'll go downstairs, be like, "Damn, this is a microwavable thing, and it takes 3 minutes. That's crazy. I gotta peel the plastic off. Nah, son, you got it."
That's the mix though. You get something that takes a little bit to cook in the microwave or some shit like that. You just go to the bathroom while it's cooking.
My bladder don't be doing that. This shit don't work. I don't need to go to the bathroom every 30 minutes like you. Yeah.
It's because I drink a lot of energy.
So, I just be like, damn, nah, I'm good, actually. I actually don't even feel like putting in the work to eat it. Because that should be making me tired. It's a lot of work to chew food, bruh.
Bro, eating one meal a day means I'm eating one big-ass meal a day. And so I'd be like sweating and like taking a break in between eating.
Damn.
Man,
my chest feel kind of tight. All right, let's.
When you eat shit, do you edge your thirst?
Do I edge my thirst, bro?
Okay. When you eat shit, do you wait until you're done eating before you drink anything?
Yeah.
I love doing that just because the gulp is just it hits so much harder.
I mean, it's healthier.
Is it?
Yeah, because water dilutes your stomach acid, which makes it harder for the food to digest. So if you're fucking mixing that shit up in between, you're kind of fucking up your food like that.
Bro, making a grungus in their stomach.
Yeah. But I just did that anyway because it's like, what the fuck would I want the taste of water to be mixing with my food for? Bro, I don't know. Like, I'm neurotic.
When I was younger, my older sister used to take me over her like friend's house where they had a rule where you wouldn't be allowed to drink.
Nah, that's fucking wild.
You wouldn't be allowed to drink until after you finish your plate, and they always made the most dry ass chicken, bro. It's the Popeye no biscuit of fucking chicken.
That's fucked up. I'm sorry, bro.
I'd be running to the bathroom getting some water out the sink, just so I can feel something in my throat.
Right. Damn, that's crazy. You gotta hold that though.
Yeah.
That's how you know you've been living wrong. When they think it's okay. When when that family thinks that's okay, and you're actually just being tortured, and they don't even know it and think it's cool, like it's just what's natural.
Give me the option at least. Like at least put out like a cup of some juice or something, not just no cups.
No sir, eat that chicken. Please.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. No, I won't stand for it.
It was horrendous.
We don't stand for dry ass food, no drink. That's just not the wave. I will quit eating that food before I be like, nah, I'll drink afterwards. Nah, I'll just quit and drink the water right now. Thank you very much. I'm done.
I never understood how, white people can make chicken fucking drier than the fucking Sahara. Sahara Desert, is that or is that a rainforest?
No, it's the desert, bro. You got it.
Sahara Desert. Okay, I wasn't tripping. I wanted to make sure.
But it was funny.
I wanted drier than the rainforest, like I wanted to make sure I wasn't I wanted to make sure I wasn't tripping on. But like how you have to actively be trying to make that shit dry.
You say that, it comes pretty naturally.
I mean, I guess when you don't know how to cook.
Right. Exactly.
I'm gonna just say this now. All you people with white moms, y'all ain't never had no good chicken before.
Why you gonna do me like that?
My man said, dry ass chicken, no gravy, no mashed potatoes. They got the peas and the cooked carrots, the boiled carrots.
Why are you gonna do me like this? Hello?
My mom's white too, and she made dry ass food too, but I just like started eating food from like other people's moms. Because I'd be like, you know, going to stay at people's houses or whatever, and they'd be like making actually like good food.
Nah, see, that's the crazy part, is because you might not know this. I'm biracial. My grandmother was black. Got you there. Checkmate, atheists.
I'm gonna say this
for
now.
the most part, during my childhood, I boot gang a lot of my brothers' dad's family's gatherings, so I was eating good.
I ain't never had better food than what's made by both a Hispanic mother and an Indian mother. Both of them moms just like know how to cook superfluously.
Superfluously? That's not the right word either, but hey, fuck it, bro. It's your life.
I told you I'm using words however I want now.
I thought you were saying that I've never met them who could cook well and kick ass.
Nah, that like Hispanic moms be making the most delicious dinner. Absolutely, that delicioso, if I may.
That was delish.
Like they be making the most scrumdiddlyumptious dinner as possible.
Right.
And afterwards, they'd be leaving out like fucking cucumbers with like hot sauce and spices and shit. I'd be like,
I'm happy for you. Not no more, I guess, but I was happy for you.
I'm eating spaghetti every day.
Spaghetti, no nothing on it. Not the dry joint.
Nah, today I got some tomato sauce, and I got a little bit
tomato sauce pog.
Like vegetarian meat, and I made myself a little bolognese, and that shit was kind of hitting.
Vegetarian meat? What's in it?
Fucking like I don't know. I guess I'm like a soy boy or something. It's soy, I guess.
Okay.
All I saw was vegan approved, and I was like, cool. All right. Yeah.
Right. Shit. Thanksgiving is coming up. My grandmother always fuck up some carbonara when she make it.
The Italian food kind of hits different.
It do.
Like, pizza aside, like, especially, like, the Italian desserts.
Can we talk about Italians for a second?
Sure.
Why is their food so dry, but they somehow made it okay? Like, what sauces do they got other than tomato?
They got tomato, they got olive oil.
Okay.
It's not a sauce, per se, but they use it as a sauce.
That's true. Hold on, you're right.
Like, I wouldn't really call olive oil a sauce.
I wouldn't either, but here we are.
Used all the same, but then they have, like, Alfredo sauce, and, like, you know, Alfredo is, like, dry as fuck for a sauce.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how did they... They got some dry ass food.
They got like pesto, which is just dryness. Yeah. But you know, and I really can't stand the taste of Alfredo. Like it makes me nauseous. Mm-hmm. But like they be like, all right, here's like some fucking veal, and then like tomato sauce is like you're eating is like but at the same time, like the tomato sauce is like just enough to not make you completely like
dehydrate,
miss every time you drinking water. It just like kind of works. And like,
well, whatever.
Like fucking like what else did they make besides like pasta and like desserts? Like what else is Italian besides pasta and desserts?
Lots of meat.
Yeah, you
lots
have
of
like
cuts of meat.
The veals. You have like all the like fucking
prosciutto.
Dry. They make the meat dry somehow. They got like the fancy like cheese things. The fucking.
That's what I'm.
Actually, I don't know if that's French or Italian,
what?
But the boards with like the meat and the cheese and shit.
Yeah, that's a charcuterie board.
Yeah, charcuterie board or whatever. I don't know if that's like French or Italian.
It seems French, so we're gonna roll with it.
Fuck it. Italian. That Italians make wine.
Dry.
Wine is the dry alcohol, aside from like gin.
So you understand what I'm saying is why? How did they do that? They have the driest shit known to man, but they somehow made it okay.
I don't think they made it okay. No, I'm saying they did make it okay.
Yeah.
I just don't know fucking how.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How do you do that?
The tomato sauce, okay. It's not like particularly dry like Alfredo sauce or pesto is. But at the end of the day, it's not like. Is it because of like the consistencies of the sauce?
I don't know, bro. I truly could not fucking tell you.
I mean, like European food in general is just like dry.
Because they didn't have sauces.
They didn't like. The closest thing to sauce was anything they got from a cow. And then fruits, or like
lemon,
tomatoes. Yeah, they have fucking like. Yeah, let's get some fucking greens on a plate and then put lemon juice on it. Like.
Yep. Goes hard, didn't you know?
Like even like the fucking ethnic Europeans with the Jews, like a lot of their shit's pretty dry too. Like you have matzo ball soup, which is soup, so it's okay. But then you have like knishes, which is like a dinner pastry with fucking like potatoes and cheese. And like latkes are okay because it's like fried potatoes, but you have like the sour cream or whatever, so it's like not killing your mouth, but like
right.
Even the ethnic Europeans are struggling out here.
That's what I'm saying. They've been living like that for too long.
Y'all can't call yourself civilized if you ain't got no sauces. That's it. Yeah, if you ain't got sauces, you ain't civilized. That's it.
I mean, that's what I've always said. And it's been true to this day.
Yep.
Not saying nothing for nobody. But yeah, I just felt like that was important.
Yeah. No, that's very very much so a I can't figure out what the word is, but
An important truth.
Yeah.
Unheard by the world. That's literally it. But yeah, I'm kind of out of stuff to talk about. I'm not gonna cap.
Yeah.
Which I mean, hey, fuck it.
We've been.
Don't even.
Don't look at the time. Don't look at the time.
You ain't heard shit. You ain't seen shit. But I think we did pretty good for our first installment of the Great Whatever We Want discussion. We did pretty okay.
Next time, might have someone, might not have someone. It's all us. Fuck you.
Yeah, indeed. Fuck you.
Yeah, I think that about wraps it up. Next week is going to be an episode on Eden Zero for the Great Waifu Debate.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. And then, we're going to be rocking with whatever we want for now. No more hentai, like we said before. And you know, like with that being said, I think we're done.
Are we though? Are we really? Because we are.
We've been recording for 2 hours, 15 minutes about.
So yeah, we'll talk to y'all later. If you want to check us out on Twitch, TikTok, Patreon, Instagram's not down there. Twitter. That's about it.
You know, check us out in the description. If you're not on YouTube, then you know, go YouTube. All the links are in pretty much all the descriptions.
Yeah, and check out our website if you haven't. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's cool. You know,
it's hidden just a little.
Yep.
But yeah. So with that, we're going to head out.
All right, we will catch y'all later.
Bye.